The House of Hades, the fourth book in Rick Riordan's Heroes of Olympus series, continues the epic quest of 7 Greek and Roman demigods striving to stop the rise of Gaea, the earth goddess intent on destroying the world. Written by Rick Riordan, a New York Times best-selling author renowned for his exploration of Greek and Roman mythology, the series is a testament to his expertise in weaving mythological elements into modern narratives. Riordan, who also oversees an imprint with Disney Hyperion focusing on culturally rich fiction, has authored several iconic works, including The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, and The Battle of the Labyrinth. His standalone novel, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Chalice of the Gods, was released in 2023. The House of Hades features an omniscient third-person perspective, alternating between the 7 protagonists, Percy Jackson, Annabeth Chase, Hazel Levesque, Frank Zhang, Leo Valdez, Jason Grace, and Piper McLean. Notably, this installment is the only book in the Heroes of Olympus series where all 7 demigods have a featured point of view. The story picks up immediately after the events of the Mark of Athena, with the Argo 2 crew, Hazel, Frank, Jason, Piper, Leo, and Coach Hedge, on a mission to reach the doors of death in the House of Hades. Their goal is twofold: to prevent monsters from returning to the mortal world, and to rescue Percy and Annabeth, who have fallen into Tartarus. The narrative alternates between the Argo 2 crew and Percy and Annabeth's perilous journey through Tartarus. After landing in the river Clytius, Percy and Annabeth survive the harsh conditions by drinking from the river Phlegethon, which heals them. Their journey is fraught with danger, including an encounter with Pasiphaë, from which they are saved by Bob, the former Titan Iapetus. Bob, whose memory Percy previously wiped, helps guide them through Tartarus. Along the way, they face curse monsters, leading to Bob momentarily abandoning them after learning of Percy's past actions. However, a heartfelt apology restores Bob's loyalty. Together with the giant Demeson, who heals Percy's curses, Bob leads them to the goddess Aklis, where they obtain death mist to evade monsters. The climax occurs at the doors of death, where the primordial god Tartarus himself appears. Bob and Demeson heroically sacrifice themselves, allowing Percy and Annabeth to sever the chains binding the doors and escape to the mortal world. Meanwhile, the Argo 2 crew battles their own challenges. Hazel encounters Hecate, the goddess of magic, who reveals a safe path to the House of Hades and teaches Hazel to wield the mist, a form of Greek magic essential for defeating her adversaries in the final confrontation. This gripping installment sets the stage for the epic conclusion of the series, blending mythology, adventure, and deeply emotional moments. Leo navigates the Argo 2 to Bologna, where they encounter the Kirkopas, 2 mischievous, thieving brothers. After being ambushed, Leo and Jason chase the brothers through the streets, eventually recovering their stolen items. Odysseus's astrolabe, and a book meant for Triptolemus, the god of farming, in Venice. Leo cleverly redirects the Kirkops to hinder the Roman demigods advancing toward Camp Half-Blood, hoping to delay the impending war. In Venice, Frank earns the blessing of his war god father, Mars, by defeating a herd of poisonous cow monsters. This victory proves his leadership and bravery. To save Hazel and Nico from poison, Frank negotiates with Triptolemus, who provides them with barley, the key to surviving the venom of the House of Hades. Following Venice, Jason dreams of Reyna leaving the Roman forces to transport the Athena Parthenos back to Camp Half-Blood, a crucial step in preventing the war. Acting on this vision, Jason leads the crew to Diocletian's palace. There, he and Nico confront Eros, the god of love, who forces Nico to confess his secret love for Percy. Jason accepts Nico's truth with understanding, but Nico remains reluctant to share this with the rest of the group. Their courage earns them Diocletian's scepter, an artifact capable of summoning Roman legions. The crew faces another challenge when Chione, the snow goddess, ambushes them. She freezes everyone except Piper, underestimating her as the daughter of Aphrodite. Piper uses her charm speak and love for her friends to awaken Festus, the bronze dragon figurehead, who thaws her companions and defeats Chione. Before retreating, Chione unleashes a windstorm that blows the crew to Africa. There, the Lord of the South Wind forces Jason to choose between his Greek and Roman identities. Jason chooses to be Greek, gaining wind horses to travel to Malta. In Malta, the crew reunites with Leo, who had been stranded on Calypso's island after Chione's attack. During his time there, Leo and Calypso form a bond, and he vows to return to her someday before leaving to rejoin his friends. The Argo 2 finally reaches the House of Hades, where they face a series of fierce battles. Jason, Nico, Frank, and Piper hold off an army of monsters, while Hazel and Leo confront Pasiphaë, the sorceress, and the giant Clytius at the doors of death. Nico uses Diocletian's scepter to summon ghostly Roman legions, and Frank leads them after Jason relinquishes his role as praetor to appoint Frank as his successor. Hazel taps into her control over the mist to outwit Pasiphaë, collapsing her illusions and the labyrinth. With Hecate's aid, Hazel defeats Clytius, who guards the doors of death. Together with Jason, Nico, Frank, and Piper, she cuts the chains binding the doors. Hecate, recognizing their resolve, tells them their next challenge lies in Athens, where they must confront the giants to stop Gaea's awakening. Emerging from the House of Hades, the crew finds Reyna and Coach Hedge waiting. Nico agrees to shadow travel Reyna, Coach Hedge, and the Athena Parthenos back to Camp Half-Blood to prevent the demigod war. Meanwhile, Percy, Annabeth, Jason, Piper, Frank, Hazel, and Leo set sail on the Argo 2 toward Athens, determined to defeat the giants and stop Gaea's rise. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.